Happy holidays, everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's edition of the show. Christmas is indeed in the air. Today, we take a look at boutique hotel accommodation in Nyeri and the opportunities that Nyeri County has to offer. A little later on, I'll show you how to make a Christmas ball ring decoration. You will love it, and it's something you can do with kids at home. Yes. But first, let's have a look at the beautiful Jackson's Boutique Hotel in the county of Nyeri. Karibu. Hi guys, it's a beautiful day and we're here to check out the beautiful Soms. Oh my goodness, they warned me about the name. Yes, so hi James.
Hi Jamila, welcome
nice
to
meet
Soms.
you. Thanks.
Soms.
Is it Soms? Soms is the Kikuyu name.
Soms.
And Soms is the name.
The Kizungu name.
Kizungu. Asante. Wow, beautiful place you have here. So let's have a look. Tell me what you have here. Yes,
Karibu.
Asante. Oh, it's beautiful. I love the paintings.
More of the paintings, yeah. This is a local Nanyuki artist
Yeah,
called David Banfield.
yeah. I like this.
Yeah, so this, I stole the design from my sister.
Yes, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And then, and then all of these pots
Yeah,
all came from a friend,
yeah.
and it turned into quite a good centerpiece. And then we have more
Wow.
Crazy.
What's this?
art from Naramoro.
Wow. This is locally done?
Locally done, but using macaw feathers and some pheasant feathers as well.
Yeah.
There's a guy called, God heavens, what is his name?
Okay.
Jasper Horsey.
Yeah.
He's just a young guy, 24, I think, 25.
Wow.
And that's what he does for a living. So the roof, it's just part of the design, really.
Yeah.
And this room, being as big as it is, can take such a high ceiling.
Yeah.
So actually in the houses, which are similar, we had to put in a full ceiling.
Yeah.
Because it was just too high and it gets too cold and that sort of thing.
Oh,
But here
okay.
it works perfectly.
So this is your lounge?
This is the lounge,
Yeah.
which sometimes gets totally moved around, especially when we have sort of big rugby matches or World Cup football or whatever, then this place becomes a scrum.
Yeah. Complete with the fireplace.
The fireplace, which is very popular at the moment because it's so chilly.
Yeah.
And then Jack's bar, of course.
Okay. Wow, this is lovely. So this is where,
So this is sort
Guess
of
we have-
outside dining.
yeah,
This is definitely daytime
yeah.
place.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
And it looks over the pond, and then
I know.
there is a mountain.
Talk to me about this. How did you do this? The finishing is really
The stone is from Thika.
thicker.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other option was Meru. And
Yeah.
actually, it's probably as far to Meru as it is to Thika, so
Yeah.
it didn't really make. But we wanted this particular colour.
The color.
Yeah.
That's what gives it that effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's really awesome.
yeah.
This place has that, a kind of a home feeling. You feel like you're in a house, whichever way you look at it, from the entrance all the way. You could be seated in your backyard
Yes.
and just having views of, your
All
house.
of this.
Yeah. And all of
Twisted
this.
grains and
Oh my goodness.
But that was the whole idea, was for it to be homely.
Homely. Totally homely. Yeah. What do you see when you sit at this side? Is this the mountain side?
Yeah, the mountain is right in front of you.
Right there.
Right there.
Mount Kenya.
And it's the iconic view, yeah? So it's the mountain in the middle and then the shoulders symmetrical either side.
Yeah.
If you go a little bit round towards Timau, Timau being kind of over there somewhere, it totally changes and it becomes much more kind of mountainy and peaky, and you don't get this true,
So this is where you actually get to
this
see.
is the classic view, in my opinion. But you can't see it today, of course.
Yeah, it's a bit overcast, so but yeah, I'm sure we'll come another day and just have the perfect view.
But we love the rain, so
Yeah, it's
That's
all
welcome.
good. We love the rain. Okay. So now we get to have some fun. We are making a Christmas ball ring decoration. Yes. Do you have your swan hanger ready? Swan hanger. Ile ya chuma. You remember those ones? Yes. That's our main item. And then the rest I'll show you. Just take a look. Thanks for joining us, guys. So today we are doing a Christmas ball ring decoration, and I'm joined by my lovely friend Sly. Karibu, and we'll take you through what the ingredients will be. Oh yeah, so this is a swan hanger. I'm sure you can find these ones, though they are no longer there, but you can find one. Then we have a Christmas decoration, a bow tie or whatever you choose. Then we have a smaller size of, what do you call them again?
Christmas balls.
Christmas balls. We chose gold because we love gold. And then we have the bigger version. Help me open this. Yeah. And then the garland. So these will be our ingredients for our DIY today.
So U-shape hanger. So you just bend it, then you bring it together. So you don't totally distort it because you need this to have a perfect circle or something close to that. Yeah, so we can start. Maybe you could start with that.
And now our last Christmas ball. Wow. Oh, nice. Oh, I love it.
So now we escalate to stage 2, eh?
Yes. So finally, the final stage. Almost. We're almost there. But it looks beautiful already. Guys, this is something you can do with your children at home and save money.
We've just reinforced the bow to make sure we have enough thread to work with and to tighten it up. Because because of the kids, huh?
Yes.
They'll be playing around and then it will just pop out. They'll be like, all that for nothing.
Yeah. Just make it tight.
What a spice, you can take some scissors and nothing goes to waste.
I tell you the truth.
Nothing goes to waste. Good done.
Sly is a star herself.
Yeah. So now we can look for somewhere in the house to hang it.
I think we'll hang it right here.
Okay. Wow. What a beautiful.
I know.
It complements the mirror.
Yes, it does. I feel like we need to do another one so that we can balance that out.
We need to.
Oh man, let's clap for ourselves.
Awesome job. That was
Thank
beautiful.
you guys. Thank you guys. You can do this at home. Imagine you did it. You can do it and have fun. Thank you so much for staying with us. After this break, our discussion on boutique hotel accommodation. Don't go away. Hello and thanks for joining us. We are here at the Jack Soms Hotel in Nanyuki and the county of Nyeri, and we're talking to James Dennis. He is a chef but also one of the founders of this place, to just give us a little bit of the history and how it all came together. Karibu sana, James.
Thank you,
Chef
Jamila.
James Dennis. Yeah, fantastic place you have here.
Thank you.
Exquisite. It's quiet. It's one of those places you wouldn't even know that exist. Briefly explain to us the history of this place and the name, Soms.
Okay, so this Shamba was owned in the 1920s, by a guy called Jack Soames, and he built his initial house in the trees over there, which is still standing, and my partner lives in it, and subsequently built another house on the Bergeret River and sold this end of the farm, and eventually, sort of 85 years later, my partner bought the land, and when we were thinking of naming the hotel, that was kind of the interesting story, if you like. So there we are.
How did it start? Because you earlier told us that you started with the houses up there.
Pretty much started the whole project on the back of a British company that had a contract with the British Army, and they were needing somewhere to live, and they wanted to be close to the airfield. And so pretty much certainly the idea was started with them in mind, and then it blossomed into what it is, and we did everything ourselves.
Was there such a huge demand, or what did you think? Did you think it was going to later on, just attract others, or what was the initial thought?
I think the initial thought was we start with that contract,
yeah,
and then we can just grow.
Yeah.
We just had to grow a bit quicker than we had planned.
Okay.
That was all. And fortunately for us, we get a lot of support out of Nairobi, weekends, that sort of thing. People like yourself, because you'll be coming a lot, I'm sure.
Yep.
With all of your friends.
I'll be a regular now. It's beautiful. Yeah. Talk to us about the need for accommodation in this general region.
I find remarkable how many people have connections in and around Nanyuki. You talk to so many people in Nairobi and it's, oh yeah, well, Shags is there, and we used to have a place there, and this and that. And so when there's a wedding or a funeral or something's going on, everybody arrives. All of Nairobi rocks up. And now they've got Anchor and Nelian and Soames and Rustique and Congoni and Falcon, and the list goes on, and those places are all full.
Okay.
So it goes in these sort of fairly mad peaks and troughs, and you have to try and somehow get that middle road of being busy enough all the time.
Talk to us about the hotel boutique business, because we've seen that it's pretty common around here.
Historically, probably this region has been, it's never been like a Masai Mara, where you get thousands of people and minibuses and all the rest of it. It's been much more sort of exclusive. So when you go into Laikipia, into all of those areas out towards Rumaruti, you've got lodges, yeah, and they're all at this sort of size, and it's a growing business, and maybe people are going to have to expand. Samburu obviously is a little bit different. There are bigger places there, but I think it's just evolved in this area. That's how it's been, and maybe it's going to have to change.
Do you think? Okay. Do you want it to change?
No. But change will mean more people coming through, which benefits everybody, obviously.
But not as crowded as the rest of the cities are. Is that
no,
what
we don't need that. We all ran away from Nairobi for a reason.
Yeah, people are buying. So there's real estate happening, or there's more
Huge,
activity
huge.
happening towards real estate.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about that?
People, I guess, decide to come because Nanyuki is Nanyuki. I think a lot of people are buying, looking into the future, saying, okay, we eventually want to come and live up here. So let's buy now while we can, and slowly we build something, and then when we retire or the kids have gone away to school or whatever, then we can spend more time here. And it's been going on, I'd say, for 10 years.
10 years.
Probably. And the last 5 have been pretty manic. There's just people all the time.
So you're a chef and you love to cook for people, which I think is one of the main reasons you actually partnered with your friends. Talk to us about that.
Okay, well, the reason I guess I originally got involved in this is because of the idea of a restaurant. And and it's turned into a we've got a great reputation, and my team in the kitchen are awesome. I have a lady head chef. Yeah, it's been interesting, and then I do a few other little excursions. So the royal wedding, I did that food at Windsor.
Yes, you did.
Which was interesting, to say the least.
Yeah. Quite an
but it's-
experience, right?
Yes.
How many did you cook for?
We planned on 100 and we fed 250.
Whoa.
So with 24 hours, less than 24 hours notice.
Wow.
So it was all a bit chaotic.
Yeah.
Afterwards, it was great fun. During it, not fun.
Okay. I've also observed that you have a lot of art pieces done by locals. How did that come about?
So we do a lot of exhibitions here. And we can either do a sort of exclusive to one artist, or we've done 4 or 5 artists at the same time. And when there's not actually an exhibition on, we just have art that's kind of been left over, if you like, from exhibitions, and people just leave it here, and we display it, and we've got all sorts of different people. But actually pretty much all of them are from around. Yeah. Either in Nanyuki itself or Laikipia. Yeah. So we're very fortunate with being able to do that, because we've got a lot of wall space here.
What do you think of the locals here? You've worked with a lot of, you've done quite a bit with local suppliers, and I see a lot of Kenyan-made stuff here. Talk to us about that.
Everything you see here is Kenyan. Pretty much all of it's made locally. Actually, the only thing that isn't, all the pots actually are from Thailand. And they were given to us by a friend as our opening present. But otherwise, furniture, everybody that was involved in the building, everybody's Kenyan, including all of us.
Yeah? You are so Kenyan right now. Thanks so much for your time.
Pleasure.
Thanks for hosting us.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much for staying with us. Before we go, she came, she saw, and conquered. She's our lovely guest who fell in love with Nanyuki right from the beginning, and it's the place she calls home today. Take a look. Thank you, Liz, and your beautiful daughter for inviting us to your home. Hi, Lenkai.
Hi.
How are you doing? I'm well. Good girl. I'm so happy to be in your home today.
You're always welcome.
Oh, great. So, Liz, it's been how long since you moved to Nanyuki, and why did you move here from Nairobi?
Okay. It's been 8 years because we came here April 2011, yeah, which is so small. Well, when I came, I had just had her in the US, then we decided to come back to Kenya. And staying in Nairobi, just in Westlands, it was so, I don't know, I just felt so too much, you know, like congestion, just felt too much air not around me and everything. I just felt, no, I couldn't raise her up in that environment. So I wanted a break. And I came to Nanyuki.
Many people would consider a lot of things before moving to a new town or city. How was it for you?
Initially, since I didn't know where to start and I didn't know many people here, after not being around for almost 20, also actually 15 years from Nanyuki, yeah. I just felt that the greatest fear for me was to know, would I get a good school for her? And a school that, you know, we could be able to afford. And not just a school, but a school again that she could be raised up, you know, as a Christian young girl, as we are Christians. And so when I came, I knew that initially I had to settle down. She was still small, but then now get my way around.
Were there any perceptions or expectations you had? How did you deal with them?
Well, my greatest expectation for me was a place that I could call home, and I would be at peace with the place and myself, my young one. Nanyuki filled in for me because it's not, to start with, so polluted, and also it's a town that one can grow with. So I chose to take the step of first. Actually, I started by doing fruits, selling fruits in offices, just to get to know people and how people are earning their living here. And with that, here we are.
Talk to us about commencing the construction of your home. How has that been?
I realized that people want to come, yes, to be in a hotel, yes, to be in a resort, but also there are people who want a homestay, there are people who want furnished apartments, there are people who want furnished homes for a short stay visit, even if they are coming here for a short-term job or whatever it is. So that's when we started scouting for land, and we didn't want to just land anywhere. We felt we needed land in a secure place. Nanyuki is generally secure, thank God for the British Army, the two, army side, but that's now when we chose to find land, and we found land in a nice place.
Tell me something about the home you're constructing. What are you really looking forward to?
We've done this now for the last 3 years, and we've chosen to do it slowly. Yeah, so that we are not again constrained and stressed about it. So I want it to be a home that is rustic, to be honest. I love the rustic African touch, and something that I can be able to display what we have as small way in a culture, and also be able to have a home for somebody who will come and stay with us. As I said, would like to create a homestay concept. I think the first I would say, and especially to us ladies, don't give up, because as ladies, when we have our own nest, that's the best thing. And you don't have to have all the amount all together. Do what you can with every stage. And last I would say, with prayer and faith, you'll get the right people coming to build for you. Yeah, because not everybody is trustworthy out there, but there are people who have proved and they are good and they can help you build your home.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's all the time we had for you this lovely Sunday evening. I do hope you had as much fun as I did, and you're going to continue enjoying your holiday. Until next time, kindly talk to us on our social media handles at NTV Property Show and at Jamila Mbugwa, and keep the conversations going. Asante sana.